Hey, hello everyone. In the new episode, a lot is happening. It's Wednesday, and tomorrow we should already be at Drift Open in Kielce. And now I'm heading out. See for yourselves where. We just got into the Ram and we're heading to Uenja. Listen, we just found out right now that the car has been tuned and it's got 669 horsepower. Right now, you can see the graph with a boost of 1.6 bar. There's definitely potential. Let's hope everything works out. We'll hook up the nitrous because it's lacking a bit at the bottom. That's it. Literally. Today we're still heading to Kielce, and tomorrow morning this Choson will be at the starting line, making an awesome lead run during the first practice of the second round of Drift Open at the track in Kielce.
God creates and destroys, and the pedal crushes, builds, and breaks.
Reach out, the pedal crushes, if you want to sponsor us.
I can have a red and yellow car.
First, you need to have a car. Kickster says who I am on YouTube right now. Repeat what you just said. I just turned on the camera.
At the beginning, I would like to mention that just like
You didn't say that.
Lukasz is teaching me drifting in this whole world.
Well, that's just an interesting fact.
Exactly the other way around.
Kickster's lesson. We'll set up a schedule like you're a teacher at the blackboard, and now you speak.
Lukasz on YouTube. At this stage of his development, he's like a child who just learned how to ride a bike. He's thrilled because after years of running and walking without losing balance, he's now riding a bike without training wheels, picking up speed, using the brakes, and says he understands it all. It's amazing. He came out from behind the corner. There's a steep hill going down with a ramp at the end.
And I'm in front of that hill.
Yeah, he's already riding down the hill saying, "Dad, this is great, I don't have to pedal." When he wipes out on that hill, then he'll understand. He'll put on a helmet, pads, buy a bigger bike, wipe out again, buy an even bigger one with shock absorbers, wipe out again, and then Red Bull will take him.
So that's how you summarize your 8 years on YouTube, right?
Not mine, yours.
Go ahead, give it a sub or a dislike, so the depression is as small as possible, okay? Basically, the situation is that the car was tuned 2 hours ago. We have the competition. Tomorrow we have to be at the start. We're calling Christoph. Where are they?
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, we're packing the car.
All right, we're waiting. Hey, I'm not sure if he should come here. Wait, they'll be here in 40 minutes.
Maybe we can set up and connect the scales for now. What do you think I weigh?
How much? Now I'm curious, how much do I weigh?
Great. Put the meatloaf on it. We'll weigh 118 kilos, Sebastian Kraszewski. Tomorrow, a duel.
Did you insult my Passat?
Everything is just like it has been for the past month. There's still no car. That clunker showed up, but honestly, I really like the car. In this body, I'll tell you honestly, it does the job. But the turbo is mounted nicely.
How do you rate it?
No, it's nice. It looks good, really. Sebastian, finally, you'll get to ride in your own car worth 500,000 zlotys. How do you feel? In a few seconds, you'll take a ride.
I'm experiencing satisfaction, nerves, stress, and euphoria all at once.
The scared Sebastian is just taking off for the first time. Check the brakes first. Brakes. Is it working, or is it me?
Yours is stronger. The brakes are terrible. When you press them, nothing happens. So pressing harder doesn't improve braking.
So, fuck it. It's charging. Did it catch the boost cut or not? Oh, so it's just loading up? It cut out? Not like that? Boost cut. That's normal, since that's what happens during a dyno run without load. That's why adjustments must be made on the track, where the car is tested under real driving conditions. No, it lifts up, and what, did it get up?
I'm getting up, but damn, your Nissan really messed with my head.
Because that's a car for winning, remember, and we have to spend a lot of time here to set this car up. Damn, I spent the whole last season setting up the Nissan.
All right, I'm getting up, but I have a feeling
That I'm kind of drifting.
with the more powerful one, the V engine that was here.
Be glad we have Greg Chu. With a different tuner, I'd be increasing the boost for better spool, even if it risked the manifold. First tests, it doesn't look good at the moment. We'll see if we can start with it tomorrow. For now, I tried, to do one drift. I wanted to counter steer while sliding, and damn, I couldn't turn the steering wheel back. It got stuck. My Nissan used to hit the end too. Hopefully, that's the issue, so there's still hope for tomorrow. If not, I'll tell Justin not to drive. It's not worth damaging the car. Unfortunately, this exhaust manifold prevents smooth engine spool-up since boost hits quickly at higher RPMs. Currently, we have around 500 to 600 horsepower. In Swampchin, I drove with that much power, but it's pointless for him to struggle in tandems. Don't worry though, we still have nitrous and Greku. He'll use all the nitrous, so we'll see. It's tense. Schumacher, what are your initial thoughts after the ride?
It's decent. The car lifts and raises the tire, so it's fine once moving. You see smoke in the mirror, and suddenly there's no excitement or acceleration. The car just stops responding.
Remember, this is a project that should have been built over almost a year, and it's only just gone out for the first time. So now we're putting it on the scales, and listen, we're making bets. Who's going to be the closest? How much will it weigh? 1 ton 400.
290.
1 ton 200.
1,265.
1,320 max.
I felt 1,320 on my back. We'll see soon. With fuel, it weighs 1 ton, 329 kilos. So I won. I was off by 9 kilos. There's a bit of weight, but the car in general, especially for the first drive, actually behaves okay. So listen, this round should really just be a test round to check for leaks and so on. See you tomorrow in Kielce. How did he sleep?
Yeah, sort of, but I'm sick. My throat hurts and I have a runny nose.
Also, that's a good sign. We're heading to the track. Listen, we just measured the caster a moment ago. It's really good. And when it comes to the speed of the steering wheel returning, it's going to be awesome. The car was switching sides quickly, so we'll wait for feedback, especially in tandem runs, since fast transitions behind the opponent aren't ideal. Practice sessions are meant to adjust the car for the driver. Now only the gear shifter remains, since the boss lost the linkage yesterday.
I broke the linkage. They told me to go to a gynecologist, but Kujiku says he'll take care of it. But at least there's space for next year's sponsor.
Mierdo. Verstappen is already nervous.
Glad Perez signed the contract.
As you can see, we're still fine-tuning the car. The practice sessions start in an hour, so there's a slight delay. We should get going today, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that everything will be okay. Because if it's not, just look at what's standing here. Exactly. We're heading out, XR will check the brakes, then we'll get on the track. I'm curious to see how it goes. It's the car's track debut, and the steep, high-elevation course makes it especially notable. It's not looking good. Practice is ending soon. Seba only had 2 runs, and there's no handbrake. And here, entering the course is really important, because we build up speed right from the start, since we're constantly going uphill, so without a handbrake, there's no way to enter with a bang here. The guys are down now and still fighting. And I just told myself, forget about the Nissan. Go check it out. See how it drives. Maybe I'll take the Nissan for a spin. We'll see how things go. My poor Nissan is warming up. Laughs. We'll see if the car wrecks me or not. He initiated too fast. Tonight we're pulling an all-nighter on the Nissan, prepping it, adjusting the seat, adding nitrous, changing the oil, servicing it for competition, and changing gear ratios before we head out.
Music, good morning.
Friday, qualifications. I'm really curious how my Nissan will handle and if we got the gear ratios right, because the ones it had before were too short. We only get 1 practice before qualifying. As usual, as a spotter, I show the view from the window. At least we have these beautiful mountains to enjoy. How's it going, Seban? Will it be good today?
It will. Actually, yesterday the door got smashed in, so look, we jinxed it.
Yeah, we jinxed it. Sibo's coming. Listen, we're before the qualifiers. We have our opponent in the qualifiers. It's Adrian Karonsky. Almost like Apollon with Caro. Wait.
Well, that was 36.
And 36.
And I put the body of a big Fiat on it. Ooh.
And what kind of engine do you have? Show me. What's there? Ta-da-dam. Ta-da? Oh, damn.
What kind of material deposits?
What is this?
This is that 13 from Mercedes.
Tell me, is it a lot of work to put one body onto another like that?
Well, when I did it, when two cars were standing next to each other, I worked after hours for 2 weeks and then 2 weeks straight without a break, so we'll see. And if anything, we'll still see each other here at the truck for points. It's still on. And later on, there are still points. Besides, it's not like,
There's a competition tomorrow.
There's a competition tomorrow. Today we're just qualifying, so we don't end up with 0 runs. All right, I wish you good luck, so good luck. I wish you good luck, so I wish you.
Unfortunately, we're out in the pair with the Fiat, because in the lead, Sebastian hit a cone, which resulted in a 0 run. And let me remind you that in Drift Open, the qualifications are a bit different. The first stage is tandem runs. If you win, you get the appropriate number of points for your lead run, and you advance to the next day of tandem runs. But if you unfortunately lose, then you take part in the second round of qualifications, where it looks standard, meaning you have 2 scored runs. Listen, we're after the qualifications. We have Shoshan here, and look what happens when you chase in a Fiat. This should have been easy, man. How many kilos did you press into that pedal?
I straightened my leg, I swear. You know why this happened? Because you can't let off the gas or it'll die, but at the same time you can't destroy it. And that's what it was like. Damn, this route is almost over, it's almost done. And so, on the switch I still clipped him, and then I was going so fast that when I saw the line, I let go of the brake and damn, boom, boom into the field, damn.
But the commentators even said, well, you can't get a tire that's 2 to 2.5 any narrower. And when he touches the gas, it's like a teleport forward. This car is crazy and wild.
That was really something,
The competition is tomorrow.
Well, my friends, today is Saturday, the day of the competition. I may not look very good, but it's not about looking good, it's about making our riding look good. I hope after today's training, Lukasz will give me some advice and we'll compete for top positions. And if we get eliminated in the first pair, that's okay. What's important is having fun and gaining experience. See you at the training sessions.
The good ride is already warming up. We're starting training at 9:30, we've got an hour, and above all, we need to improve everything. Because yesterday during training, the first runs went very well, but something went wrong during the scored qualifying runs. It's about the first don't hit cone, which is a cone we can't touch. And right now, I'll be at a different perspective, the one you saw yesterday, because I'll be at the entrance to the track to see what's going on there. And I'll be instructing Sebastian on what needs to be changed to make it right. Now, taking advantage of the break between practice and the competition, we're reviewing the logs, and we can see that the nitro is only spraying lightly from below between 3,000 and 4,000. So these are just gentle bursts. The boost is stable at 1.4 at the peak, 1.5 at most for a moment. So that's also very good. And the Lambda mixture is fine too, which means the car is working. When I'm not driving, everything works, knock on wood, but it should work while driving too. Now we're just waiting for the briefing. We'll face Gregor Zyak in the first pair. It's a BMW E46. We've been watching him during practice, we're prepared, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we'll make it to the top 16. I think we've got it. You pulled away from him by a lot. And the question is about that chase. Everything will be decided by that chase. You rascal, you. Kowalski, analysis.
Because it was uphill, I briefly used the handbrake unnecessarily, but that's just shifting uphill. When I hit the post, I pulled the handbrake, jumped out and pressed the gas, but it was so stuck there was nothing else I could do.
As I watched, I thought, no way, he'll hit it and push through. No, there'll be contact. Damn.
It worked out like that.
We'll return to the analysis soon and meet again in the top 16 with Marcin Batman Gawati. All right, Sebastian Marcin Gawati. Reset the post. One wheel. So right now, focus on the lead. We're doing the run just like in practice. And please, watch the throttle between second and third gear and go for it, man. All right, I have the words. We're going up against Wroblewski. 1.4 pair, we're not doing. 2.5 against that Fiat with Wroblewski, he's fast.
Łukasz Wroblewski, reminder, we've reached the top 8 and are getting closer to the podium.
And Krzyzewski initiates into second gear with a big angle, almost hit the cone. Krzyzewski with an incredible angle. Wroblewski is catching up to him, although that gap has widened. Wow, an amazing run from Krzyzewski. I really expected him to spin out there, but unfortunately Weisswapstedt managed to save it.
He's going really hard, throwing himself into those zones with a lot of force. Those transitions are very aggressive. Wroblewski did what he could in those corners just to catch up to Sebastian. Unfortunately, Sebastian has his car set up with such good traction that Wroblewski had a problem.
Nice drift. Now go all out. Give it everything, full throttle. There's nothing to lose.
We'll see how the guys perform in this position.
Thank you, and Wroblewski initiates. Wroblewski into second gear. Krzyzewski goes off the track. Ladies and gentlemen, an incredible turn of events.
Wroblewski likely got info from the spotter. Drive calmly. Sebastian went off the track. There was a really big angle there. Sebastian really wanted to catch up to him, but unfortunately the angle was too big. He got too close to Wroblewski too quickly, straightened out and went off the track. Well, unfortunately, that's how the situation turned out. We hope that Sebastian didn't damage the car too much.
Aye. Top 8. Well, I'll be honest, it's nice, but there's always a bit of disappointment because you're already so close to the top 4. But if the player was strong, because in my opinion, he and Wilfar are the two best today. Seba did well, and I'm proud of Lyda too. He slipped slightly on Zone 4, but those are the small things I always point out. Nache launched a strong attack early on, but then made a mistake before Zone 3. We need to analyze if he didn't pull the handbrake there with the clutch. He lost momentum, the car stalled and slid forward. It's good he didn't hit the barrier. We finished the competition in the top 8.
In short, scoring 0 is another valuable experience for me, even though I didn't succeed. It's just another experience that such situations can happen at competitions, that the competitor in front of us can do something like that, and it's our skill that's being chased. We have to prevent such situations. This is another learning experience, so if this happens again at the next competition, I won't repeat my actions here. I won't adjust my angle to avoid him. I'll just use the foot brake.
You'll push him, and he'll be blamed. But that's serious, since it's the top 8.
The result is still great since it's the top 8 at the second competition.
We'll put the car on the track and make an episode comparing the Nissan and BMW. We'll try to match their setups as closely as possible and see what happens. And in the meantime, we're finishing the episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Ooh.